Have you ever wanted to learn how to make backups or burn flash drives from the command line? I'm making backups of my Nextcloud server today, and I thought today would be the perfect opportunity to share how to use the dd command in a quick and easy format. Let's take a look at an example command. What we have here is sudo superuser in front of the dd command. What that means is it's going to run dd. Anything after sudo will run as root. Now, how does the format work for this command? The dd command will take input file equals, which can be anything from an actual file or even a disk. In our case, we have disks listed here. But in our case that we're actually seeing as the command, we're actually taking a Linux download. So say you download Fedora or Linux Mint or any of the other distributions. You'll get either an IMG file or an ISO file as we have here. And what the IF equals is actually the input file equals. So you're taking the input file equals and you're sending it to the of equals or the output file equals. Everything in Linux can be treated like a file. In our case, it actually is a file, and we're sending it to the location, the actual device, which is also treated as a file here, and it will be input of this file is actually writing to this location. Make sure you don't mess this up, because if you swap those, you may end up overwriting important files or disk space. So over here we have the status equals progress. What that allows you to do is get some statistics as it's writing. Here's an example where I'm actually backing up something right now. So you can use the dd command to do all kinds of things, and we'll cover more examples in the future. Now make sure if you need some more details, you can actually take a look at the man pages, which stands for the manual for that command. So the dd file is convert and copy a file, and it gives you several options here. You saw, as I showed in our example, BS equals 4M. Now normally it will write a smaller number of bytes at a time, but in my case I actually did 4M, and that increases the speed of the writing. All depending on your system, you may want to choose to do this. Now the default is 512 bytes here. Now you can add, or you don't even have to use this particular argument with the dd command. So in our instance, we decided to add those others. The only thing you really need with the dd command is dd, and then you have input file equals, and then where you want to send it. The of equals, or the output file equals, is the location. So if I wanted to make, say, a copy of a disk, I might actually switch these out and have the disk in the input, and then the output would be the file I'm backing it up to. Now, I want to make sure that it is very clear. You have to be very careful, especially with what you put after the output file location, because if you put the wrong partition, you may overwrite your Linux installation. So you have to be very careful with this command, but if you ever want to try writing to a USB stick, such as when you download a Linux distribution or something else, this is a quick and easy way to do it, and you don't have to download anything. It comes with every Linux distribution that's out there.